Hello everybody and welcome to another one of my videos. This is just a quick update, a short video on Unity development and sort of a bug. It's not a bug. Anyway, it's something that I found really annoying, really interesting at the same time. The fact that during a for loop, Unity or C#, I don't know whose fault this is. I'm guessing it's a mix of both, maybe, I don't know. But unless you declare a special integer that gets the value of x uh, with each iteration of the for loop, the value of x, just if you just give the value of x to somebody, he won't actually get the value of x from the current iteration, but he will get the pointer to x. So let me just show you what I'm trying to say right here. Now this is of course gibberish for anybody that doesn't code, and I'm sorry that I didn't warn you at the beginning of the video, but if you are a coder or if you are starting out with coding, you might find this a bit funny. So let me just zoom in a bit. Okay, good. Right, so what I've did here was, let me just go ahead and do that. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see here, I have this function that splits a group of 12 cards. This all battle cards array has 12 objects in it, and I have to differentiate between, because these are the battle cards that come on a screen for a collectible card game that I'm making. Anyway, I'll show you in a moment. Anyway, in the first half of the if, I'm allocating the battle card positions, and I'm enabling them for the player of the game, and in the other half I'm doing it for the enemy, right? And this needs to happen like almost each time they switch sides or a turn ends. Anyway, so what I'm doing here is a number of things. Firstly, I'm removing all of the previous click listeners, because this is an issue with Unity. If you keep adding listeners, it will just keep adding them more and more, and if you click once, it's going to do like 2 or 3 or x amount of times the requested action of the click. So at first I'm removing it, then I'm adding a delegate, um, and a listener, which calls out this function right here, prepare battle card. And prepare battle card does the following. There we go. It needs to know who is calling it. Is it the player or is it the enemy? And on which position was it clicked? And the positions you guys can see here, right? Here. These are the 12 positions. 6 for the player, 6 for the enemy. So let me just go ahead and stop that. Did I actually? Yeah. Oh, no. Wait. Okay, I hope that works. Anyway, there's going to be a debug which shows us the position that is clicked in a second right here. So this is what is going to kill the app. Let me just showcase it to you guys. So let's go ahead and click a new match. Oh, okay. That time it was the human player that went first, and the issue doesn't happen in that case. Now, okay, here we go. So the position is 12, right? Which is false because it was 9. Like I'm hard coded telling the AI to always pick this position right here for its hero. This might change in the future, but I'm just saying, put your hero down on this position because I want you to do that. And it was supposed to be 12, but it was supposed to be 9, but it's 12, and then it throws an index out of range exception, which is obvious because there are only 12 positions in this array, and in programming languages that's from 0 to 11, at least in C# it is, and Java and C++, and I think most of them. But anyway, so what I had to do to solve this issue, because 12 is the last x after the for loop finishes, executing, right? So this means that every time I delegate a new click listener, instead of adding the the value of x, it adds the reference of x, right? The pointer to the memory of x, which is annoying. I don't want that. I just want the value. So what I have to do, which is pretty damn interesting, and I don't know that if there are better ways of solving this issue. I'm guessing there are, because I'm not a programming guru or anything. I'm kind of, like mid-level, hopefully, or coming up on mid-level. But regarding C Sharp, I am kind of a beginner. This is my this is my first big project with C Sharp. So anyway, what I have to do is I have to allocate a new resource, a new integer, every time the for while loops through, and add that value, that integer, to the listener. And in that case, it should work properly. Let me go ahead and try to showcase it to you guys. Okay, here we go. Position 9, and the ID of the card that is getting placed is 2105, which is a hero card, I can confirm. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, kind of funny. If I'm just being a big noob and I don't know how to solve this better, you guys can go ahead and leave your comments behind and rage at me, whatever. But I just found it really interesting, really funny, because I don't know. I've worked with Java, I've worked with C++, I've worked with C, and this never happened. It never happened that the iterator from a loop, um, instead of adding the value of the iterator, it adds the reference of the iterator. But this seems to be kind of what's it called? A pattern. It seems to be kind of a pattern with Unity or with C Sharp or with both. I don't know. In that it doesn't easily make copies of your objects. You have to specifically build a new object, whatever that is, a new variable, and specifically tell it, copy the value, dummy. Don't just copy the reference or try to look for something that isn't there anymore, like getting null pointer exceptions and so on. Yeah, anyway, so this has been a quick update. If you guys would like to know more about the game, there is plenty of information about it in the description below. Thank you for watching and listening, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.